Maybe you guys able to see my screen now. Okay. Um, Yesterday
Yeah.
we discussed. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Yesterday we discussed about the tables. Till here, right? What are the dictionary fields? Okay. So how the basically fields helps, right? So as I told yesterday, this we will discuss in the later part. These are few advanced topics. Okay. So I will mark it as I will continue this topic after some time. Okay. And today we are going to list. Okay. So what is a list? How we can apply filters to a list? If you want to set something in the list, how you can do? If you want to configure the list layout. Okay. And what is difference between list and form? Okay. So today we are going to discuss about this. What is record? I already discussed yesterday. And today we are going to discuss what is views. Okay. So these are the topics which we are going to discuss. Okay. So before going to that, do you have any questions from the topic which we discussed yesterday? Any questions anyone have?
No doubts.
Okay. And I have one more thing to explain. Okay. So it is very important. Okay. Why? Because I need to tell at initial level. Okay. It's regarding the jobs apply, right? So I am posting in the jobs in the community, right? So the people are asking only for admin jobs. Okay. So see, in the market, we don't have ServiceNow admin jobs. Okay, that's a reality. Okay, so people will look for both admin and development. I'm telling this because at initial level, I want to make you to clear. I want make things clear to everyone who have in the call. Okay, so if you are applying for any job, they will expect both admin and development. They don't hire people who knows admin. Okay, so even there will be no jobs. 95% there will be no jobs if you know only the admin. Okay, so you need to learn both. Okay, at end of the day, so that you can apply the jobs available outside. Okay, so every company you apply, they will look for the both. Okay, if you say, for example, if you say you just know the admin, then 99% chances that your application has been rejected for the job. This is a reality. Okay, outside. Okay, every people look for admin and development. Okay, so there is a reason for it. The companies want to minimize the cost. Okay, so minimize the cost. They don't want to spend for admin, and they don't even want to spend separately for a developer. Okay, that's the reason the companies, the MNC companies, which are available in India, right? If you are outside India, if you are from US or UK, this is okay. If you are applying in India, you should need to have knowledge on the both. Okay, so please learn the both the things. Don't be in an expectation that if you know admin, you will get a job in service now. Okay, so why the companies will do? Because to maintain the cost, to reduce the cost. Okay, so how basically it helps the companies is, let's say company have a client. Okay, their budget is 20 lakhs. Okay, now they will approach to one of the IT service company. They will ask for a resource. Their budget is only 20 lakhs. Okay, so now based on the requirement, this company, IT service company, will decide how many developers are needed, how many admins are needed. Okay, for example, if they hire admin for 10 lakhs package, okay, and again they need to hire developer for 10 lakhs, right? This is a reality, like how it will be there. I'm just telling you for your aware why I told that statement 99% you will not get. For that, this is the reason. Okay. So they will pay admin 10 lakhs, developer 10 lakhs, right? This is the 20 lakhs, the client budget. Then if they got developers for 20 lakhs, admin and developer for whatever the client budget, What is the benefit to this company? Zero benefit, right? The budget is 20 lakhs. Okay. They have hired someone for admin role for 10 lakhs package. They have hired developer role for some 10 lakh package. Then 20 lakhs is done, right? There is no benefit to this. So what the basically companies will do is they will hire, they will try to hire, okay, both admin and development. This is just general example, guys. Numbers will be very different. Okay, they will hire both admin and development for 10 LPA. Okay, so now this is what the benefit this is getting. The 10 LPA is the profit for this company, right? This is how the project management at high level work. Okay, so that's the reason, be focused, learn both admin and development. Okay, so so yeah, if you learn admin, definitely it will not going to help. If you are being applying to the IT services companies, they will expect both. They will expect both the technical level, like a bit of scripting and bit of ServiceNow platform. Okay, so that's the reason, learn everything. Okay, in ServiceNow, if someone says there is an admin job, it is not. It is not. They will ask to development also. It's not just an admin job. The development also will be there in it. Okay, so why I told you this is there are previous batches. As I started posting jobs from last half an hour, the people have started asking me post admin jobs. Okay, I told them when the last sessions are started. Okay, but what some people did is they skipped the development part. They only learned that admin part. What is the benefit they have now? Right, nothing. Right, they also need to development now. They put the training, but they didn't concentrate on development part, assuming that there will be an admin jobs. So that's the reason I told with only admin, it is very difficult to get the job in the market in in ServiceNow industry or the ServiceNow market, which ServiceNow being used. Okay, so please be focused on both the admin and development. Okay, so don't do the mistake again. So okay, so we'll see at end of the course, right? We'll cover everything: admin, development, implementation, integration. The activities also you see, right? That will basically provide you to get hands-on experience. Okay, so everything we cover here. So okay, so put your efforts to learn both. Okay, so this is for your sake only. If you learn both, it will make your life easier, right? Tomorrow, if you have both the knowledge, admin and development, you can, if you went into the market, you can find the job easily. Okay, instead of just saying an admin. Okay, so that's the reason I want to just tell you to this. I want to tell you so that this is the starting. I think only 5 6 classes are done. Okay, so be focused on both the things. Don't neglect like admin. You don't need to know of development. Okay, so both the things you need it. Okay, so this thing is clear, right? Any questions? Anyone have?
No.
Okay, cool. Then learn the both the things, guys. Don't skip one and don't learn it. You will. It is very difficult. Later you will feel. Okay. So okay, that's a common thing. Like I want to tell you. And today we are going to the topic called as list. Okay. So what is list? List basically list basically stores the data available in the table. Okay. Available in the table. Okay. For example, in list, we can see how many records are there. Okay. In list, we can filter those records. We can filter those records based on some value. I will tell you how we can do that. Just remember, we can filter based on some value. Okay. In list, we can also update the records. Okay. So where I will see this list in service now. Okay. So list basically available for every table. Okay. For example, we have created our loan application, right? So if I just type loan, this is the modules I will get. These are the menus I will get. As soon as if I click on all, what happened? This will show me the data, correct? So this is the data, which whatever I am saying on the screen, these are the records. Okay. The view which you are seeing, this is a list. Okay. For example, if you want more tickets, I will go to incident. Okay. This is a list. List will have list shows the data present in the table. This is just like a frame, okay, which basically shows the data. Like this is INC 402, right? So this shows the data available in the table. For example, this is an incident table. In the incident table, we have number of incidents. Let's say here we have 600. Sorry, not 600. 143, 143 incident. Okay, as I told you, right? It will display it will display the number of records available in the table. Okay, so this is the list. In this list, you can also filter the data. So okay, this is a table. This is an incident table, right? So these are the type of incidents created. Okay, so here now what I want to do is here we have 143 records. Okay, now I don't want this many records. I just want to do a filtration. Okay, I want to see only specific type of records. Okay, for example, uh, I want to filter incidents. Okay, created created with the category is software. Okay, so I want to filter only the incident that created with the category. How I can apply this filter in the list? Okay, so what I can do here is this is the list, right? So here we have uh, components like this is we call it as a list control. Okay, this is filter. Okay, this is a long ways filter. Like if I just click on, it will help you the NLQA. This is just a long ways filter. Okay, and this is the search. Okay, this is an activity stream, and this is a personalizer list. I will discuss it what those are mean. This is a download. Okay, if you want to create a new one, then you can click on new. Okay, so these are the components available in the list. Okay, list controls basically shows the view. We will discuss what is view and everything we'll discuss. View filters group by show refresh, these are the items inside this component will be shown. Okay, so here you can view the same list in different way. Okay, you can also apply the filters. Okay, you can also group by. I will tell you what is meant by group by. You can also decide how many number of pods should show for a page. For example, this is the first page, right? In the first page, how many records we have? 10 records, right? If I go to second page, then in second page I have 11 to 20 maybe. Okay, here I can decide how many records this page should have. If I want to have like 100 records, like 100 records means these are rows. Okay, 100 rows per page. What I will do if I just refresh, now how many records are there per page? 100. If I go to second page, then we should have only 43. Okay, so the list basically displays the information. These are the components, and one of the most used component is filter. Okay, so why we use the filter, right? As I told you, the filter basically we use it to filter the data. Like if I want to have some data which I need based on particular value, as I told you, right? Based on some value, I will use this filter. For example, here I want to filter only the incident is created with the category. How I can apply that is you just click on the filter icon here. Okay. In the choose field, there is field called as category. Okay. This is a category. Just select category. Here we have the operations. Is not, is one of, starts with, ends with, does not, contains. Is means it will only show the wherever the category is software. Okay. How many records are there with the category software? There are 38 records. Okay. And so this is the use of the filter. Okay. You can basically get the data, say whatever exact data you need. For example, if I want only hardware, okay, then you will only get the hardware data. Okay. If it is network, then you only get the network data. Okay. Similarly, we have different operations here. Is not. Okay. Let's say uh, you don't want to see other than if it is not network, then you want to see all the data. If it is network, then you should not see it, right? So then it will load 109 records. Okay. So this is just filtering the things on the list. For example, if you want to see uh, where incident category is both hardware or software or network, then what you will do, you will just filter on this so that wherever the incident is created with the category software or hardware or network, the data will appear here. For example, here we have 60 records. Okay. So similar way, we have different types of operations. Starts with contain, which does not contain anything, and same and different. Okay. There are many type of filters we have. Okay. These filters basically helps you to manipulate the data or just filter out the data in the table. Okay. So again, next, what we have is activity streamline. Okay. So how this activity streamline works. For example, if you update any one of the incident, right? If you open, for example, if I click on this open entry, okay, if I update something here on this incident, if I just post it, then you can see the whatever I posted, I can able to see it here, right? So here it will shows the activity stream will shows the latest updated incident. Okay, so you no need to open for example, if you want to comment on this incident or any record, what you need to do is you need to open and do it. With the activity stream, you no need to do it. Whatever the incidents are there which has been updated, that will show up here. Okay, what you can do is you can just open the particular incident. Okay, then put your comment. Okay, so that's how activity stream works. Okay, basically it will capture the logs that has been captured in the record in the table. Okay, so this is what activity stream is. And next thing is personalize. Okay, so this is an important thing. Uh, what is the meaning of personalize, right? Yesterday we discussed in a table we will have fields. Okay, right? These fields are the these fields are called as columns. Okay, columns in the list. In the list. In the form, those are fields. Okay, when it will be a form, for example, if I open this record, this is a form. Okay, it's loading. This is a form. Correct. So this is a form. In the form, this we call it as a fields. Same fields. This is the list, right? This is the list. In the list, same fields we call it as column. For example, here number is a column, opened is a column, active is the column. See, we are using same thing. So there is nothing different we are using. but we are calling these things based on the view it appears to us. If it is on the form, we call it as fields. If it is appears on the list, we call it as the column. Okay, that's just a small difference. Okay, so and technically, so that's a small difference. Okay, so now what is a personalizer list? Okay, what is meaning of personalization? Okay, let's say I am a user, right? I am a user. Okay, I want to have I want to have my own columns, my own columns showing on the list, right? If I want to have my own columns showing on the list instead of what service now provided, or what developer configured by default, maybe what developer configured for me. Okay, I want to I want to see my columns also on the list. How can I do that? Okay, so here what I'm doing is, so here using the personalizer list, you can configure the columns on your own. Okay, so for example, if I click on this personalizer list, you can see the columns, basically the fields available in the table. Okay, so let's say here I have number column, open column, active column, problem assign. Okay, if I want to remove some column from here, what I can do is I can just click on, let's say I want to remove open and just click on the black slash. And if I want to remove this parent, okay, just click on the black slash and click on OK, so that only that columns will represent to you. Okay, only those columns will represent to you. Then whatever the change you did, that is only for you. It will not impact for other users in the platform. That's why it is called as a personalizer list. Personalizer list definition level. Personalizer list will basically helps you to change the columns as your wish. Okay, that will not impact end users. Even if you do as an admin, okay, if you're admin, you just do personalize the list, then it will not impact other users. Okay, if a common user also do personalize the list, it will not impact other users. Okay, that is the use of personalize the list. If you want to make the list the view you need, then you can use the personalize the list. Okay, next we have download, right? So if you just click on download, um, that incidents will be downloaded. Okay, so if you want to download the data, then you can download it. Okay, so again we have this thing called as selected column rows. Okay, selected column rows. I think I clicked on the download. Let me go back. Yes, I think I need to reopen it. I don't know what happened. I think it got stuck in the middle. Okay, so from here you can oh, then why I am unable to delete it? Okay, I need to change this. Okay, here we have options to delete records. Okay, and to do the things. Okay, here we can delete records, or we can, this will discuss later. Why? Because delete is only the thing which will be familiar to you. This will discuss these all the things in future. So then I will tell you what are those. Okay, and this is the way. These are the few elements that's available in the list. Okay, there is also another way where you can also filter in the list. Okay, so now what you can do is you can just place the cursor on this software here. Whatever I did, you can also, you can see one way you can apply filter is from here. Another way you can apply from here is you can just click on here. Okay, if you right click, if you give your right click, here also you will have an option to filter the data. Okay. For example, you want to see only the incident record which are matching the software. Okay. If I just click on this, you will see how many incident records have the software category. Okay. So the filter, as soon as you see, if you just click on here also, the filter is getting automatically applied. Okay. So here is one of the thing, like here also you can just filter out. For example, if I want to filter out empty records, I will just click on this. Okay. Then then it will what it will do, it will filter out the data. Okay. So the similar way here also you can, if you want to copy any URL particular record. Okay. Then also you can copy it. Okay. If you want to copy any particular sys id, then also you can do. If you want to assign any tags, what is tag, I will tell you. Okay. If you want to rq any record, rq means delete. Okay. If you want to filter, it just use it for the filtration. If I just click on this, it will only show the data, I mean the incidents which are assigned to me. Okay. Okay, this is how list works. Okay. Using the list, you can filter the data. And yep, that's only the thing you can do. Okay. So using the list, you can use the filter. And what other thing I told you here is, in the list you can also search it. For example, if you want to search any particular type of record. Okay. For example, if you want to search this 318, right? There are 143 records, right? If you want to search any particular record, then you can just put that particular record here, and you put star. Okay. Star means it will only give that record. Okay. If you give without star, it will give like it will match the same number of records. It will, if you put star, it will give the exact record which it has. Okay. For example, if I put this, I am getting only this record. Okay. Um, I will show you example to explain difference between star and this. Let's say mm, I want to search the category is AR. Okay, AR means it might be anything, right? Software, hardware, right? If I search with AR, it let me do it in different way. Okay, okay, let me do like this. Nothing came, right? There is no nothing category with where. Correct. Now, if I just put the star for software, it is where. For hardware also, it ending with where. So it will give the exact number of records. That's the difference. If I just remove this, and if I try to say something is there, it says nothing. There is no records, nothing. There is no something with where. Okay. If I put star, if I put star, then only it will work. Okay. This is the difference. Okay. If you want to find out the exact number of records available with the specific keyword, okay, with the specific keyword, then it will not give you the exact result. Okay. Always search with the star. Okay. So this is how you can search the uh, records. You can search the records in the list. Okay. And yeah, I think I told you, right, what is difference between list and form. Okay. So we have list controls. So list controls basically helpful for, these are the list controls, right? Basically help you for um, changing the views and filtering the data. Okay. For example, you can also create your own filters as I created like this, closed me, incident mobile. Okay. So how you can create that filter is, for example, here the filter is applied. Okay. So here what you can do is you can save this filter. Okay. You can mark it as hardware and software. Okay. Then hardware and software filter. Okay. Hardware and software filter. Here you can decide uh, to whom this filter should be visible. Okay. It should be visible for you, or it should be visible for everyone, or it should be visible for any particular group. If you want to make it, it is visible only for you. If it is for you only, not for everyone, then you can you can make it as visible only for me and click on save. Okay. If I just click on this, I will just refresh the page. I think it is saved. Now what I will do, I will just on click on this list control. Then you can see here I add a new filter called as hardware and software. How it is created? So it is created from here. I just clicked on here and I just saved the filter and I made it available to the user. Okay. So that's how uh, we can also create the filter and make it we can use it in the list controls. Okay. So that is about the list controls. And what is the record? I told you, right? In a table, everything in a service now stores in the form of record. The record will have the fields. The fields will specify the fields will basically provide the information. Okay. So this is about the list. Now we have one more important topic called as view. Okay. What is a view? View is nothing but view is nothing but showing same form, same form or list, same form or list, different way to the users, a different way to the users. Okay, users based on their role. Okay, or based on their work, anything, right? Based on their role. Okay, basically we'll use role based on their role. We'll say like, okay, if user have this HR role, then only show these views. Okay, by default. Okay, so based on the role, what we will do, we'll make form into a different ways. Okay. For example, this is an incident form. Okay. On incident form, this is a default view. This is a default view. In a default view, user has number, domain, caller, duration, all these things. Okay. So the same form, okay, what I will do here is here there will be different views also. Okay. Same form will look different way. Okay. So how we can change the view is you can just click on this additional actions here. Okay. Just go to view. Okay. And just select the which view you want to go. Okay. For example, here I want to change it to hardware agent view. If I just click on hardware agent view, what happens is you can see there will be a change in the form. You can see there are few fields which are being missed. Correct. Not missed. There have been restriction. Okay. To this particular hardware agent view. That view you can see here. If it is not default view, if you are in some view, you can see that view name here. Okay. So if it is in the hardware view, you are not seeing few fields because the development or the customization has done like if it is a hardware agent view, then only view these fields. Okay. So in similar way, we have different types of views. Okay. Here we have a major incident view. Okay. In this major incident view, you will only show only few columns. It will only show few columns. This you can configure it. Okay. So how we can do this, we'll learn in upcoming sessions. At the moment, just remember, views are nothing but showing the different type, same form in a different ways. Okay. So that is the views. Okay. So for example, I have shown you, right? I have shown you initially the default view, and next I shown you agent view. Okay. And next I shown you measure incidence. Okay. So these are the different types of views. Basically, we'll have different types of interface. Okay. So again, how these views are being controlled is based on the role. Okay. And how we can configure based on the role is we have something concept called as the view rules. Okay. Using the view rules, right? Using the view rules, you can configure like if user has an admin role. Okay. Then by default, this view should open. Okay. If user has an HR role, which HR view should only HR admin view should open. Similar like that, you can do the configurations. That configurations I will tell you in next classes. Okay. So based on the role, using the view rules, we can control which user can see which view. Once any record is open from any table, I can, as an admin, as a developer, based on the requirement, I can control anything. Okay. Let's say if you open this record, right? For example, we have this loan request. Okay. If if I'm a login as an admin role, or if I login as an agent view, okay, as an agent, then what should happen is this will only show only the few fields related to the agent. Okay. Then if I just now at the moment we have only default view. Okay. I will show you how we can create a views and how we can move uh, how we can configure the fields in the views. Okay. So just remember, the views are nothing but showing different same thing in a different way. Okay. These are the few examples I just told you. Okay. Those are the views. Okay. Next we have is forms. Okay. So here we will discuss view rules and what is the form, what are the sections are available in the forms, and what is the form layout. I think I already told you. Form. What is the form? The form is basically, form will have fields. That fields will specify the information to the user. Okay. So now we can discuss. Let's say this is a form, right? If I want to add some few fields into the form, how can I do it? Okay. If I want to remove few fields, like I don't want this number field, if I don't want this priority field on the form, how can I do that? Or if I want to add a few more fields on the form, how can I do that? So, okay. That comes under this form design and form layout. Okay. So in the form design, we have different types of field types. Okay. For example, this is a number, right? So this is a text field. Okay. And here we have something called as assign to. Okay. So this assign to, this is a lookup list. Okay. Wherever you have a lookup list, okay, wherever you see the lookup list, that is reference field. What is mean by reference? Right, I will just clear out this. What is mean by reference? Reference means uh, what is this table? Loan request table, right? I'm just telling you example how this reference works. Okay. Reference basically helps you to bring the data from other table, other table, right? For example, this is a loan request table, right? What we had opened is loan request table. This is a loan request table, correct? So here I have used assign to field. Okay, I have used assign to field. What this assign to field will do is I've used this assign to field, right? So this assign to field, I need user information. Okay. I need user information. Okay. Do you have that information in loan request? No, right? User information will be stored where? In the user table, right? It will be stored in the sysuser table as we discussed previously. User information will be stored in sysuser table. Now, how I can get that user information on this loan request table? What is an option is the reference. Reference means I'm just referring to this table so that um, wherever that user information had, I will get it. For example, this is an assigned to field, right? So if I just click on this lookup list, it will take me to the different tab. Here you can see this is the sysuser table. Here it is giving me the data related to users. Okay, this is our reference work. If you are in the original table, okay, if you are in this original table, if you want to have the data from other table, then you can just use the reference. Okay, for example, this loan request table, we have also one reference field called as the configuration item. Okay, if I click on this configuration item, it is going to the different table. Right, this end of the day, the both are different tables. Reference basically helps you to get data from other tables. Okay, this is one of the type. Okay, so we have a lot of field types. I will just show you. Okay, so to see the field types, just click on this additional actions. Click on configure form design. Okay, click on form design. This will be take me to the design page where I can decide what type of fields should be available here. Okay, it will take me to the form design. I think it's loading. Yeah. So this is the form design. Okay, here we have different types of field types, right? Don't know why it is not going. Okay, this is a loan request table, right? That's the reason. Now I will go to the incident. Configure form design. So we have fields like text field types, like we have different field types. Okay, like a text field. Okay, string field, string text, everything is same. Integer. Okay, and we have reference. Okay, these are the types. These are the major types we use reference, and there are also many types of fields we have. Let me just go back to this document form. Okay, these are the different types of field types like reference we have, which basically helps you to get the data from other table. We have date and time. For example, if you want to select the date, only the date in the field, you will use date and time field. String field, choice field. I think we already created the fields, right, in initial labs. So the same thing here. Okay, so true or false. It's a boolean. We call it as a boolean field. If you want to make one of the field as a boolean, then we have this type of fields. Okay, and these are only few things. If you want to find it more, then what you can do is you can come to this form design where you can design the form, and here we have more types of fields like audio, calendar, choice, currency, and there are many: date and time, decimal, due date. Okay, and attachment. Okay, and HTML icon, integer. Okay, there are different types of field types that being provided by ServiceNow. Okay, So these are the different types of field types. Basically, you need to use these field types based on the requirement, right? So if you want to make user only to select the date, then you should use date. If you want user to select the choices, then you will use choices. If you want to make that as a, if you want to make, if you want to take some user input based on the things, right? Then you will use string or text field. Okay. So based on the things required, um, we will use different types of field types. Okay. Now this is an loan request table, right? I will go back to my loan request table again, and I will change my scope to loan again. Now I will show you if I want to create new fields on the form. Like, let's say we have already have few fields, right? Now I want to create a few more fields on the form. For example, uh, okay, this is a loan request. If I open this record, okay, so these are the fields already available on the form. Now what I need to do, I need to give, I need to create few more fields. What are the options I have as an admin? How I can create the fields on the form? Okay, the first way is just click on this additional actions here. Okay, go to configure. Here we have three options. Okay, so form layout, form design, form builder. Form layout is the very old option provided by ServiceNow. Okay, form design is the second version. Form builder is the latest version. Okay, so form layout, using form layout also you can create one field. Using form design also you can create one field. Using form builder also you can do. For example, if you want to create one field and add it on here, how I will do? For example, here I want to create a field called as due date. Okay, I want to create a field called as due date, and I want to add it. I want to add it on the form. Okay, how can I do that? It's just click on this additional actions, go to configure. First, I will do using form builder. Okay, just click on the form builder. So this will show me it will navigate me to this page. Okay, here, if you want to just create a field, these are the fields we have, these are the components. So I just want to create one new field, right? That new field is due date. I think that's what you discussed, right? Due date. Let me see if that field is already there. Okay, I will take it as loan due date because we are using the loan application, right? Column label, loan due date. Okay, so as soon as I fill the column name, sorry, column label, the column name will be automatically populated. Okay, here you need to select which type of field you need to create. For example, here loan due date, right? Loan due date means here user need to select a date. Is there any? It doesn't make sense, right? If I give it as a string field, how user will enter a date? He will not able to enter, right? Then what I need to do is I need to give the type is date and time. Okay. So here we have calendar, date and time, right? So now what I will do, I will just click on date and time, and to add the field, this is using form design. There are two more things I will explain how to do there as well. This is the first thing, form design. Just click on add it. Now it is saying, okay, that's what I want need, right? I want to add that field. Now click on add. Okay, where is it as added? Loan due date. Here the field has been created. Okay, so if you want to add this field, okay, what you need to do is maybe you just need to drag. Okay, and where you want to place this field, below which field you want to place it, you can place it. For example, here I want to place it below the loan number. Okay, just drag it and place the field. Add below, just type for loan due date. Oh, it is added. Okay, and I will try just saving it. Yeah, it is added. Loan date is added. Now, if I just go here and refresh the page, under loan number, I should able to see the loan due date. Now you can see the new field got added, loan due date. Okay, so this is how you can create a new field using form builder. Okay, now I will create one more field using form design. See, as I told you, right, these are the new things got being added and few things are previous. In some projects, you will not find this form builder, you will have only form design. So that's the reason, I'm showing everything. Okay, if you click on form design, then it will go to your different, it will show you the different menu, I mean, different interface. Okay, here how you can create a new field is, here we have fields, field types, right? So here you want to create a field, you need to first know what is the field type. You want to create a choice field, or do you want to create an string field, or do you want to create a reference field? Okay, you need to know which type of the field you need. For example, here I want to create a choice field. Okay, so here what I need to do is just type choice. Sorry, this is not field types. Here you need to type choice. Okay, just bring that on the screen wherever you want to place it. Here I want to place it below the parent. Okay, if I want to do I want to create new choice as loan type. Okay, so if you want to change the names, just click on the gear icon here. Okay, here the label will be, label means whatever user showing on the form. For example, number is the label here. Okay, loan due date is the label. Okay, backend value will be different. Okay, so the label means whatever the text being seen by the user, that is the label. Priority is the label. Whatever their backend of this field is value. Okay, and yeah, if you want to create, I said I want to create one more field, right? I think I forgot. Yeah, loan type. Yeah, loan type. So this is the choice field I want to create. Okay, here it will not auto populate. Okay, so when you are doing development or admin in your I mean, if you are in a project, if you are doing an admin, don't leave like this. Okay, it should, the backend value is this name is very necessary. Okay, so if you are doing from the form design, you always need to make your name like u underscore, okay, loan underscore type. This is very important to give in this format. If you don't give in this format, what happens is basically the field values, whatever the name you are saying here, right? We will use this for we will use this in the script. Okay. So when you write a script to get some value, or if, then it will not work, because there are many fields, right? The you choice one, you choice two. Okay. So always make sure that while you are creating a fields, the name should be like this. Okay. It should start with you. Okay. Then loan underscore type. Now, how I can add a choice? Here we have some choices. Let's say if you want a default choice, you can make it. I will show you how you can do it. Here we have the drop down values. Okay. Here I can add the choices. For example, if I want to add a loan type, right? Let's say what line type, say a personal loan, right? Personal loan. Okay. Car loan and home loan. Okay, so these are the choices I have added. Okay, for example, you want to let's say as soon as you click on the choice, you want to see the none option, then you can select the drop down with none. Okay, if you want to see the option without none, you can select the drop down without none. Okay. What I will do is I will just at the moment I will just select drop down without the run, and this is the created. So now the field is created. Now I will just save it. Okay. Now I will go back to this here under okay. Let me refresh this. Under parent, we will see the loan type. Here, as soon as the loan type is there, right? You are seeing the default option is none. Why? Because here in the configuration we did okay. So the choice type drop should be with none. Okay, if I select without none, then by default the value will be I think personal loan, right? So if I just refresh and show you, this is the personal loan. Okay, so if I want to make some default value, like right, if I'm creating a loan record, okay, I want to make the drop down as some default value, then what you need to do is um, okay, here, yeah, if you don't have drop down with none, automatically default value will be the first value. Okay, for example, here we have personal loan, car loan, and home loan, right? So the personal loan will be the first value, right? So if you don't have that default value with none, then the first value will be the default value. Okay, so this is how you can create the fields from form builder and form design. Okay, so there are a few things. This is very much concept. Okay, so I will show you the things in practical way. So whatever I discuss, right, on the top, I will show you these things in a practical way. And yeah, I will continue this tomorrow. It's already 9. Okay, any questions anyone have?
Basically, the technical name in global scope it will auto populate, right?
While creating a field,
Yes, yes.
yeah, in a form builder it will auto populate, but using form design it will not.
Okay.
You need to do it. That's why service no see 90% this two will be removed. Okay, in form layout also it will not auto populate. The from the dictionary you do it will auto populate. I didn't told what is dictionary. Okay, so if you are doing from the form design and form layout, it will not. Whatever newly added form builder, it will. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Any other questions?
No questions.
Okay. Cool. If no questions, yeah, we are good for the day. Um, yeah, we'll meet tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.